Second round of the playoffs here on the Warzone Sports Network, and I'm joined by my good buds, Joseph M. Morley.
That's me.
No relation to Willy Wonka or the Chocolate Factory. I don't know why I had Morley. Did you ever sell Morley candy when you were a kid? We used to have fundraisers where we sold Morley candy. Anyways.
But I guess like in the old days, they used to use Morley cigarettes as props on a bunch of shows.
I didn't know that either.
I get a lot of people that tell me that.
I didn't know that. Then you had Tucker trash cans, which is mine. Damn it, T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Oh, well, that just helped me with my prize picks. Mike on the mic will be joining us in a little bit, but we would love to see your reactions, hear your thoughts on the game. I will be chanting several times about the overrated play of certain number one overall picks from the Cincinnati Bengals.
To recap it, I believe that Mike and I took the Bengals yesterday on our playoff show, and you took the Titans.
No,
you were the only one to take the Titans.
Mike did not take the Bengals, did he? Mike's not an idiot.
He could be. I mean, he's a Charger fan.
Oh, I will not tolerate any of that. He does.
I can talk a lot of stuff
Staley.
about Mike right now because he's not on the screen. When he comes on the screen, then I'm like, "Oh, hey, Mike, how you doing?" and try to kiss his ass.
He does support Brandon Staley way too much, which bothers me.
But yeah, we're live for halftime. I know you're a little bit ahead of me.
My new avatar. Yeah. That T. Higgins put my prize picks over the top, which is great. But yeah, anybody who's coming in, say hi, say what's going on. If you're cheering for a team, if you want to know the score, if you want to know, we got Mitch Harvey, Bengals fan.
Let's go.
You know, I'm not cheering against the Bengals. I'm cheering to be right, and I picked the Titans. So let's tighten up.
Hootie. So I remember yesterday I told you the Bengals were winning this. I said I was
firing back.
I'm the only one that took the Bengals yesterday in our show.
I think so. I don't know.
And I said the Bengals were going to win easily, and so far they've been the dominant team.
Morris, Mike will be in here shortly. He's in the background. He's playing around on TikTok. His TikTok success is really going to his head. I'm not sure how much longer we can be friends.
Hey, so I thought the first half kind of dragged a little bit. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a running game for both teams, from Derrick Henry and Joe Mixon. So it's kind of weird that first half went a little bit longer. Or am I wrong? Did you feel that way too?
Well, in the show that we did yesterday, I predicted that the Titans' offense was going to start slow. Now, did I predict that Ryan Tannehill would throw an interception and Julio Jones would forget how to play football? Like, Julio, come back to the football, please.
Thank you.
They're paying you $22 million. Please just come back to the football.
This
Jeffrey Simmons guy scares the shit out of me. I text that to you guys privately.
As a receiver, when your quarterback makes a mistake or makes a bad throw, you don't have to catch the pass. That's no longer the expectation, but you do not let it get intercepted right in front of you. If it's getting intercepted, that dude better moss you.
Simmons is having one hell of a game.
Simmons is terrifying.
His whole D-line is way better than I think a lot of people expected them to be.
Where's Mike? Where's Mike?
Mike.
Everybody needs to tighten up. Shut up and tighten up.
The Bengals haven't dominated. This team could be up by 2 touchdowns right now, but they're getting
I'm a Rams fan, but I love to see the Bengals.
Every time they cross midfield.
Be nice if they had a quarterback who could put the ball in the end zone. The Bengals, they'd be winning. They have a 24-point lead.
Oh, who's hurt?
At least keep from
linebacker on the Titans. I didn't see who it was.
I'm so happy that Stafford wasn't Stafford last week.
At least keep from taking like -8, -12 yards on all these sacks. Take -5, man. Shorten your drop.
What's up, JT? I'm going for the Bengals. These two guys right here somehow are going for the Titans.
That Derrick Henry touchdown was fun.
Tighten up. I took Henry's yards in prize picks. I was debating between that and a touchdown, and I went yards.
I took the touchdown.
I should have taken the touchdown.
But I have a couple tickets in. I'm not sure if that ticket's doing well. I'm going to check.
JT, I am cheering for for the Titans all the way in this game.
JT said he's a Bucks fan, so he goes, "My Bucks need to win." That's tomorrow, and JT, I'm not rooting for the Bucks either. I don't think any of us are.
I picked the Bucks to win the Super Bowl this year because I declared that I will just pick Tom Brady to win everything until he retires because I'm tired of betting against Tom Brady. I made a 20-year history of betting against Tom Brady. So no more. No more of that bullshit.
Mike, you are better than that, mate. Get on the Bengals train.
I mean, I'm not against the Bengals winning. That's just who I thought was going to win.
Oh, yeah. So are you one of those people who you pick the Titans, but you're secretly cheering for the Bengals?
No. I don't
Okay,
know. I have a weird feelings about the Bengals. Like, they're an exciting team, and they're young, and they're fun to watch, and I enjoy watching the way they play football, but I can't fully root for them because I hate the Joe Burrow bandwagon.
I'm over it, too, because the guy hasn't done enough.
And it's the worst thing ever, Tony.
Haters gonna hate.
Because I love Joe Burrow. I just think we're going too far already.
You had one good year in college with a team that was loaded with like future Hall of Fame wide receivers. So
is it because you guys are Charger fans that you guys are biased and hate Joe Burrow? Is that what it is? Because they're always going to compare Herbert to Burrow, and so
there's no comparison. Herbert is way better. Herbert is way better.
There is a comparison.
There's not a comparison. They were in the same draft class. That's the only thing.
Oh, Tony.
Way better. Get him!
Tony.
What's that?
I did the yards also.
You did do the yards for Henry?
I got to think more clearly. I thought I put the touchdown. Who did I put the touchdown in? Oh, I put receiving touchdown for Jamar Chase.
So JT's already asking about the Chargers record for next year. Probably like 0-17.
12-5. They're going to win the AFC West.
How many timeouts do they get?
How many timeouts do they get?
They're actually giving us an extra one for every overtime period we end up in.
Well, Brandon Staley doesn't like to take his timeouts with him, so he's just calling them right now everywhere he is.
He thought he didn't know that you get to carry your timeouts to the next season.
Yeah, he's just everywhere he goes, he's just yelling timeout. Oh,
you guys see Burrow selling out for that one?
I did.
Yeah, Tony's like 5 plays ahead of us, Mike.
That was a nice play by Joe Burrow. So, that was a nice play.
Are we in sync a little bit, Joe? Did you see Burrow run?
You and I are in sync. JT and Tony are in sync.
Me and JT are in sync. So JT, let's have a private conversation right now.
Singing in sync song.
JT, you are ahead of us. So the good thing is you get to watch the show, the game, and then get to watch me and Mike's reaction of Joe Mixon taking this to the house.
J Mix.
Look at that. Ryan Tannehill and his giant ears. They're over there on the sidelines, and he's like
Albert Merrick, Marty Quinn, what's up, man? I always enjoy you coming in here. Oh, we don't have the touchdown one on here, huh?
We don't got no touchdown. Whatever.
We don't. We don't have that.
Bengals win this game easily. I told you this yesterday, and they're routing. Here comes the route right now.
The Bengals are up. They could be up by a lot more too. Those holding them to field goals by that defense was pretty impressive for the Titans, and pretty fortunate for the offense. And the Titans' offense is stinking.
Yep. Zach Taylor on the sidelines.
Now that's how you supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive.
Yep, that's how you drive.
He just told Joe Burrow, "That's how you drive, my friend."
Well, I was talking to you about it right at the beginning of the show that the run game needs to get going for both teams. At what point? This is what happens to the Titans in the playoffs: is they have Derrick Henry, but when teams start loading up and they start getting these leads, Derrick Henry in that run game is non-existent.
Yeah, so they can't abandon the run because that is going to start working. This game is going to get longer and colder, and Henry's going to have to do a little beat down of this defense. I also need it for prize picks, but Ryan Tannehill was okay. Where do you guys land on this? Did he overthrow AJ on that ball, or did AJ not? Like, was it just needed to be a perfect throw, and Ryan Tannehill just isn't Justin Herbert? Like, what do we? Yeah.
I was contemplating that one too. It looked weird the way that that AJ Brown looked like he was already slowing down before the ball came down. So I think he might have gotten like tripped up or something in the battle with the DB.
And it was kind of a broken play, right? I don't think that was the exact route that he was supposed to run.
Well, whatever it was, he needs to connect on that. He needs to be able to drop that into his lap. They need some more plays like that. But I still think the Titans are going to win the game. The Bengals are getting lucky. Bengals are getting lucky in this game. That play to Jamar Chase in the first half. What is Fulton doing? He's already caught the ball. You can't then be that aggressive when you're in single coverage and nobody's behind you.
Hey, what a great smart play by the other cornerback to do that slide.
Dude,
underneath
Anthony
him.
Munoz's mustache is intense.
Because if he would have went for an original tackle, he probably would have missed. He got blocked by T. Higgins, but he did that slide that made Jamar Chase jump up.
Yeah.
So that was actually pretty smart. What's up, Torch Live?
They just had some legends on camera.
Oh, sorry. He's not talking to me. He's only talking to Mike. So, okay, what's up?
What's up, Torch Live? Screw you, Joe.
Yeah, screw you, Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, leave me out of this. Me and Torch go way back.
You know what? You guys just talk, and we'll just do this. Do it like
this.
Hey,
I don't have my volume up. Is that Curtis Martin?
It was Curtis Martin and Anthony Munoz. You shouldn't need your volume up, Joe. You should be able to recognize them. You should be able to pick them out of the lineup.
But I'm looking like Curtis Martin. Remember I told you I had a Curtis Martin jersey when I was growing up. Did I ever tell you that?
I don't think so. He never played for the Raiders.
He had when he played for the Jets. I used to be one of those guys. No, I am a Raider fan, but I used to wear like other people. Like when I was growing up, like people that I respected. Curtis Martin was one of my favorite running backs growing up. Him and Matt Forte.
Oh, the first jersey I ever owned was Dan Marino. I got that in like 1989. I just thought Dan Marino was like the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
So yeah, I think I had a Seahawks Hasselback jersey at one point.
Oof. Well, that was a miss.
What are your thoughts on the Packers San Francisco game with all the players returning? You know what it is? Our thoughts is the 49ers are going to get their butts kicked.
Nice run by Henry to start the drive.
You see it's going to be like -2 degrees at that game? Like, I didn't realize that. Like, I know we live on the West Coast. I didn't think about it till this morning because I was like, oh, it's a 5:30 game. That's like 8:30 at night. It's going to be freezing.
The game in Green Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be cold. It's going to be –
They have an ice rink outside of it. Outside the stadium.
Yes. And as somebody who played a lot of King on the Mountain and tackle football in that weather and this time of year, there's going to be a lot of snot flowing down people's faces in that game. And there's going to be a lot of tough guys who are not wearing long sleeve shirts, who are showing us how tough they are.
Forte was a beast. Torch. And he says he hasn't heard the name Hasselback in a while.
Well, that's what you get here.
Well, Hasselback, talking about playoffs, Hasselback was in the playoffs in Green Bay when he goes, we want the ball and we're going to score, right? And he threw a pick six.
Yep, and I'll give you $5 if you can tell me the cornerback for Green Bay that picked it off and took it to the house. Run, bitch! Run, bitch, run!
I'm trying to think of the year it was.
I used to call him the Predator. He had big, long dreadlocks. War number 31. He was like the first one who got yanked down by his hair way back in the day, and
that was three straight carries, at least on my screen, for Derrick Henry. If he has it, he needs to bring it right now.
I want to know who it is, Tony.
The answer to that trivia question is Al Harris.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, look at that. That's generic. That's generic Henry right there. Just
Foreman.
Look at that. Oh. Discount Henry. Run, Discount Henry. You suck, Tannehill. I got to excuse myself. This mother.
So we've been talking about the running game has to get going for both teams. And in the second half, both teams came out committed to it. You just saw Henry break off 3. Foreman broke off another one. Tony's pissed off because when the run game gets close, it's 1st and goal. On my screen, I don't know what it is, but I know that you guys, please don't spoil it, but we already know by Tony's reaction that it was a pick, and Cincinnati takes it. When your running game is working that damn good, why do you go to the pass? Why, Mike? Why do offensive coordinators think that they have – are you going to trick somebody up? Your running game just worked 4 great plays in a row, and you get into the red zone, and you think, oh, let's trick them up and throw a pass? I mean, come on. There is a flag on the play, but it doesn't look like it's overturned by the way I'm looking at Tony right now.
Ryan Tannehill is a bum. Bro.
That was just a good play by Hilton, whoever the DB was. I think it was Hilton.
It was Hilton.
Eli Apple.
It was Hilton.
Hey, I like Hilton. That was a great pickup from the Steelers this offseason. And I like Von Bell. Both of those guys have grown on me very, very much.
Just a celebration penalty.
The running game, Joe, you're right. The running game is crushing it. They're putting it in the belly of Foreman. They're putting Henry back out there, hopping around on broken metatarsals. And then you give the ball to Tannehill. There's no need for that. There's zero need to let him try and throw the football there. Everything is going right for you.
Was there a fake handoff in
break
there?
for the Bengals. That's the break the Bengals needed. They go down and score right now. The game's over.
Was there a fake handoff in there? Do you guys remember? Was that a play action?
I thought it was like a whatever those little like
run pass option.
Yeah.
If that's what it was, that's so stupid of a play.
There was none of this.
All that RPO.
They aren't going to get anything on that.
So Torch is saying they underused Julio and AJ Brown and they just force-fed Henry.
Well, now you're about to be stuck in a situation where you're down by 3 scores and you got to force feed Julio Jones and AJ Brown.
You came out. Your running game was amazing right now.
Now I want to start asking people in the crowd if they can throw.
But you don't need to throw it. You just need Ryan Tannehill to hand it off.
Well, if they give him a touchdown, they're going to need to throw it.
You would think that Seahawks Super Bowl would have changed everybody's opinion in the red zone, and it just seems like we're getting more and more passing league down in there in the red zone. It's stupid. It's run the damn ball. It's 1st and 10, 1st and goal. Run the damn ball. Who cares? Who cares if the defense knows you're going to run the ball? They got to stop you.
Like the Bengals had to work so hard to get that last touchdown, and you just ran down the field in 3 plays. Like you were in control of this football game before you decided to pass the ball.
I don't even hate a play action call there, but do an actual play action play. An RPO gives Tannehill 2 options. He can hand it off or throw a bubble screen. And if he read that the handoff wasn't there, he has to throw the bubble screen. And the DB gets a read on that, and it's a good one like Mike Hilton. Something like that can happen. Just run a regular play action where Tannehill has 5 routes to look at.
Well, Torch, if I don't know, maybe you're live and maybe you've seen something before, but this is when you make have a big play. This is when you come out and just throw it deep. But I don't know. Simmons has been all over Joe Burrow today.
Hey, Bolster, you miss Arthur Smith? Because I know what he would have called in that situation.
Is Bolster live on TikTok?
I don't know, but Arthur Smith would have handed that thing off to 22, 3 straight plays.
Yeah, Nate's saying the way this game is going, a touchdown right now would put a nail in the coffin. And I'll bring the hammer out, Tony. I'll get the hammer. Here it is. I think I got one right here. Bam, 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 bam.
I agree. I like that you have props on command like that. That's really great. If somebody says this is a seesaw battle and you bring in a fucking seesaw later, I will shit my pants on camera.
They're talking about seesaws. No, I'm just kidding.
That penalty does hurt them, though. That puts them all the way back on the other side of the 20.
But the thing is that Nate is right. Like that, what just happened, like the penalty really doesn't hurt them. Because whether they score or not, they stop them from at least getting a field goal and making it a 1-score game. Like, that's such a huge momentum swing.
100%.
The big thing about this drive is taking more time off the clock.
Exactly. That's all you have to do is get a couple of first downs.
How do
They'll
you have
get a little bit more?
How do you have Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, and A.J. Brown on your offense, and you're going to let your defense get 10 sacks in a game and lose? And maybe lose badly.
And Deontay Foreman he's fine.
He's good. He made it.
So the question is,
Higgins.
It's too much.
so the question is, Mike Vrabel. I can't say his name all of a sudden.
Vrabel. The V and the R.
Do you start questioning him as a head coach now?
No, I think that's too much.
No, he's fine. He's not going anywhere.
It's second round. I mean, bravo to Zach Taylor too. But did you see them talking to Zach Taylor and they were saying that he was saying that he just lets Burrow do what he wants with the offense out there when he needs to. I'm like, okay, so it's a little bit less of you and a little bit more of this guy just being phenomenal.
Tannehill looks like his Miami self again. T. Higgins with that big drop. I think that's a big drop. I know you took a hit. I know it's a little bit cold, but come on, dude.
Yeah, that is a big drop. I really needed that for this game to be interesting to me. Now you got 5 minutes.
Huh?
Yeah, now they got 5 minutes. Instead of getting the ball back sometime in the fourth quarter, possibly down, 2 full scores. Now they got 5 minutes in the third. They still have time to run the football, basically.
What are you doing, Rodgers? Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill. Oh, he's so bad.
Yeah, I'm like 5 seconds behind both of you. So like Rodgers. What are you saying? Aaron Rodgers? What are you saying? And then I realized that
talking about Chester Cheetah.
Their punt returner.
Oh. Yeah, I've been getting pumped up for the other games, like the San Francisco Green Bay. I'm more pumped up for that. Okay, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Is it dirty that the Titans are the number 1 seed and they're playing the first early game?
I think it's kind of a diss, but at the same time, both of the 1 seeds get to play on Saturday, so they get the extra day of rest or whatever is that rule they put in, right? So they get the Saturday game.
An extra week off, they get an extra day for the next round.
Yeah, you're not gonna, and they had a bye the week before, so they're not playing on a short week. But you're not gonna put Ryan Tannehill in the primetime slot over Aaron Rodgers. It's just not gonna happen. Even though Aaron Rodgers refuses to cut his haircut and he looks more and more like a homeless person every week, you're still gonna put Ryan Tannehill in primetime, or you're still gonna put Aaron Rodgers in that spot over Ryan Tannehill.
You show respect to that bad man.
I will never, ever.
The bad man who's 0-3 against San Francisco in the playoff.
Win his second Super Bowl this year. So officially he'll have beaten all of Brett Favre's records and Super Bowls.
Mike, you are pushing me towards cheering against the Packers, even though I picked them.
Wow.
I'll cheer to be wrong.
I think our cheers as Chargers fans, no one wants us on their side anyways.
Screw them. I'm so upset that we did not get in the playoffs.
The way the Bills played, we got smokes in the first round, but it would have been a great thing to see.
I just saw Sean Merriman crying on his TikTok about how Raider fans and Cowboy fans need to leave the Chargers alone because just because you make the playoffs is not a big deal. But he was talking before how the Chargers making the playoffs was a big deal. So, Sean Merriman, if you're watching, go fuck yourself.
Sean Merriman will throw blows.
Yeah, because he's all steroided up, right?
I don't know, but he'll throw blows. He owns a fight company now.
He was training. He was training to get in the ring, to get in the octagon. But I think he made the right decision by not continuing that pursuit.
Joe Morley versus Sean Merriman. You start training now. You guys could do the fight in October.
You don't want none of this.
I want you to set up your fight to happen the same weekend the Paul brothers fight happens, so that way you can outshine them.
Oh shit!
The second coming of Butterbean
Look at
versus
this.
Sean.
Derrick Henry is 5 yards. 5 yards. Derrick Henry's 5-yarding him all the way down the field.
I know. It's just pissing me off because it's like, why did you stop this?
Slime time. Quisenberry. That's a good name.
He's being
Quessenberry. Don't we have a Quessenberry too as a backup?
That's him.
It's the same
Oh,
guy? They took
yeah.
him from our practice squad?
Yeah, they took him off our practice squad.
I didn't think there could be too many Quessenberries in the league. Like, you got to be tough if your last name is Quessenberry. And today, like 200 years ago, Quessenberry, fine, whatever. But today, can't be named Quessenberry. Your ass.
Tannehill's throwing deep, and A.J. Brown.
And as you
Like I
guys heard
said.
that, that's the Titans offense starting to roll, starting to drive.
Ryan Tannehill, just like I said, he's a playoff legend. Here we go. Never doubted him for a second, guys.
Chidi Awuzie.
I think isn't that guy the Awuzie guy? Isn't he the guy from Dallas who was just terrible last year? Who just gave up more yards than Diggs did this year? He was horrible. Come on.
And then isn't he ranked one of the top corners in the league this year? Maybe because everybody wanted to pick on Eli Apple a little bit. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
So Tony, anytime something goes bad, Tony will go off the screen and cry for a little bit. But Tony, I encourage you to cry on screen.
They're not good enough to have mistakes. Like when we watch the Green Bay game later, like there'll be a couple of times where like Alan Lazard will drop a football or, like something bad will happen. But the next play, Aaron Rodgers will go and complete, 19-yarder back shoulder throw to Devontae Adams. The Titans offense is not good enough for drop footballs. It's not good enough for fumbles. It's not good enough for turnovers.
It's good enough for handoffs to 22.
Exactly. Put it in his belly.
That is not good for missed 2-point conversions.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of mistakes. That's piling up.
And playoff football, when you make mistakes, every mistake piles up little by little, and then at the end of the game, you find yourself going, damn, why didn't we move on?
What about first play interceptions? What do you guys think about those? Or red zone interceptions in key drives?
Oh, I know. I picked the fantasy score for Ryan Tannehill. It's
not looking good.
It is not looking good at all. Derrick Henry, I still got a chance. He's at 62 yards. And Joe Burrow, he's going to throw some late game garbage touchdown the way this game is headed. And
maybe when we have touchdowns, we'll just hit the music.
we'll
be like touchdown.
And Tony, you got to narrate it. Joe Burrow throws to T. Higgins.
Well, I thought this was going to be a little bit better, but it's not.
For their 150th hookup of the night.
all right.
He's been feeding T. Higgins like an animal. And now he's got another touchdown. Oh, bro, the 80s probably.
I don't know. That's some music that they had on
See
there.
that dancing, everyone? Am I the only one that saw both their dance?
Yeah, that's
Joe
some good
hit them with
dancing.
the thumbs, and Tony was just like letting the head be free. Wherever it goes is where it goes.
Trying to stretch out my neck because I'm in a weird angle watching this dog shit.
I was dancing saying, like, don't come at me on the floor because if you're going to come at me, you got to go this way, not that way.
Down. Big third down. They check it down. Gotta kick it. Gotta kick it. Nope, Tannehill, don't get mad. You don't deserve to stay out and go for on 4th and 3 in this.
Okay.
Round. What the hell?
So if you go back, let me tell you something, Tony.
Yeah.
You can believe me or not, but if you go back to our AFC South preview show,
Yes.
there's one thing I told you about the Titans that I did not believe in the Titans. And what was that? Do you remember?
No, their ability to come back late in games because Ryan Tannehill?
I told you I hated their offensive coordinator, Todd Downing.
I kind of remember something like that.
I mean, he got them the 1 seed without Derrick Henry. So, I mean, that's pretty It's pretty good.
Well, yeah, because he ran the ball. But then he was running the ball here. You get to the red zone, and what? You throw the damn ball. Here's one for you guys. So a while back, I asked you all about picking Austin Eckler as my 11th pick in the fantasy league. Y'all hit on that. Thank you.
Did you win the championship?
How'd you do? How'd you finish?
And here's the Bengals.
Well, we're gonna
coming out here.
We're gonna be here all season long. Like even in the off season after the Super Bowl, guys, we got you covered. We got you covered. Fantasy football all year long now, right? 24/7. We'll do mock draft tomorrow if we had to.
If I do, I'm drafting Bullock first. He's moving to the running back after this season if he puts on any more pounds.
Somebody told me they're taking Deebo Samuel #1 overall next year. I was like, you got to be kidding me. That's how crazy Niner fans are right now. They're so stupid.
You got to stop talking to J-Fly so much.
Why am I in the top corner? I'm not the star of this show. Put Mike back up there.
The top corner is not the star spot.
Oh, the bottom is?
The top corner is the host.
Get it, bitch! Run!
You're the host.
Run!
Shut up, Tony. So I'm guessing there was an interception right now.
Don't speak, Tony.
Don't speak. And know just what you're thinking.
Just pretend like Tony's not there. You're a little bit ahead of me, too. So I pretend like all of you guys aren't here. It's just me. Thoughts by myself.
What are my chances?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
Intercepted! Yeah!
It's not intercepted. Are you going to call the damn fucking what's this? The Steeler one, the immaculate reception bullshit right here? No, that ball hit the ground. It's not
definitely an interception.
That's the way I would
Hell
react
no,
if
that's
I
not an
could.
interception.
And I didn't know it was coming.
Look at this. That hits the ground.
He can hit the ground if he has possession.
No, that's not. Shut up. If you're a Steeler fan, you're like, yeah, that's a catch. But there's no way that's a catch right there.
That is 100% a catch. It can touch the ground as long as he never loses possession of the football.
So he said, hell no. I picked Claypool with my 6th, and there was only the player that did something was Tom Brady in the 9th round. That sucks. So you had a bad year, but Eckler helped you out.
This is an interception. I'll tell you what. Hang on. If this does not go as an interception, this is the league saying we want Joe Burrow next week in that game. That's
not an interception.
Yeah, it is.
No. So it's a catch if I skip it off the ground too?
It didn't skip off the ground.
You just throw it to the ground and hey, catch it.
Caught it, and then the nose touches after he already.
He had control of the ball before it touches the ground.
No.
His hands are on the ball right here. Catch.
That's one of the closest I've ever seen. They're not going to overturn it.
That is.
That ball is on the ground.
That is an interception for Hooker.
What a play by Hooker. Here's what I have. Some criticism, Hooker. Dive for the ball, you ass. You could have made this all not even be a thing if you just dove for the ball and caught it.
He catches it, and then he does a shoulder roll after he gets it for style points. Does not get touched.
Just dive for the ball in the first place.
There's no way that's an interception. No, absolutely no way.
It's Joe. If this is not a catch, like half of the plays that we saw this season that were like this would have changed games.
This is like the George Kittle play last week.
No, that one was way more obviously incomplete. That one bounced. This one was in his hands before it touched the ground.
Yes. The ground does not help him secure the ball at all.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
At all? It didn't help him at all?
It would probably
No,
it
it
would probably break
grazed
it
the
up.
blade of grass. That's it. That's all it did.
When he had it,
bent.
he had the ball like this, and it went
Mm.
touching the grass.
Come on, ref, do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
We're just waiting. What does it say, Tony?
Can you guys excuse me for a second? I'm searching for an Amani Hooker jersey online.
See,
He's pretty good, man. He had a breakout year this year. We watched another game. I think it's incomplete. We watched another game.
the call stands, but
They
that's some
standed it.
bullshit.
Let's go.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Did P. Ryan fail Burrow or did Burrow fail P. Ryan? Was that a bad throw?
I'm going with a bad throw.
I haven't seen any replays yet.
Of course, they don't want to put bad tape of Joe Burrow on there.
Yeah. They aren't going to show a replay. Okay. Whatever. Don't need to see it anyway.
Hendrick said,
Oh my goodness, bro!
the ball don't lie. The ball don't lie, guys.
I know the ball don't lie.
They got Derrick Henry immediately.
That is huge.
That is huge. That was a big play. They're about to tie this thing up.
Oh, this is his last interception since he played the Chargers.
Yeah, remember what happened when he played the Chargers and Justin Herbert?
So Tennessee gets positive plays, and then they just keep going back.
Oh, Ryan Tannehill. Oh, shit. Tell your friends, tell me something good. Wow, wow.
Tony
Ryan
Tucker.
Tannehill. Tell me that you like it. Yeah.
You can't do that. No, you can't do that, Tony.
Ryan Tannehill is so damn good at football. There it is. I told you guys, don't doubt Ryan Tannehill.
You
That's
can't,
what
you
he said.
can't go back and forth
That's
on
what he
Tannehill.
said?
Yep. Don't rewind the tape.
Ooh.
Just trust me.
Little Ryan Tannehill dimes for you, ladies and gents.
Oscar, I agree with that last comment. AJ Brown! AJ Brown! I'm dancing like a Fraggle Rock. I don't know if you guys remember Fraggle Rock. That's a tough one, Joe. I'll wake up in the morning and I piss
Joe,
out
I think that was an incomplete pass. I think they should review that. Hit the ground.
He threw that one right into AJ's little hand pouch right there. Like, that was a perfect throw. Sometimes it pays to have a weaker arm.
You guys like how the
It's like
game's
that
going?
I'm enjoying it.
I like the way the game's going for many reasons. One, so we can have a little bit of perspective on Joseph Burrow. Although if he leads a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter, sports talk is their faces are going to melt off on Monday with how much they love Joe Burrow. Especially if he smokes a cigar. For some reason, everybody's all health conscious. Don't smoke. Smoking kills you. But Joe Burrow smokes a cigar, and the internet loves it. Oh, this guy smokes cigars.
Smoking's
I thought we
only
hated
cool
that.
when badasses do it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll find out he doesn't pay child support. They'll be like, Joe Burrow doesn't take care of his kids. We love Joe Burrow. Fucking
But
people.
boy, can that guy smoke a cigar?
But when Joe Burrow puts on a pair of sunglasses from your local 76 gas station, Oh, he looks so good.
Bradley Winter saying what's up.
Bardley, what's going on? I hope the
I hope
Bengals
the
choke.
Bengals choke. The Bengals aren't choke. The Bengals wouldn't choke though. How would they choke? Like all the pressure's on Tennessee and the number 1 seed, right?
Wait, what do you mean? How would they choke? They were up. What, 16-6? They got an interception on a terrible play call, and a great play by Hilton actually, but a terrible play call. And then they would lose the game. That would be choking.
The Bengals got hosed right now on a bullshit interception that they hit the ground.
I don't know. It looked pretty good to me. Take it to the house. You know what was funny about those kind of plays? Is it all depends on which side I'm cheering for. Because I could definitely make a strong case for the other side.
That's called being biased.
My nose
I'm a
pierced,
fan. That's what I do. I want to be right. That's all I want to do is be right. And I pick the Titans.
I want to be right. Isn't there a song like that? If I'm not right, if I'm wrong, what is it? Something about being wrong, but you don't want to be right. I don't know.
It's maybe there's something in my head that sounds familiar. The only thing that's coming into my head right now is that I'm not Mr. Right. I'm Mr. Right Now. That is lyrics, and that's like a famous.
Is that Tannehill?
He's not Mr. Right. He's Mr. Right Now. I think that goes for like a lot of quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield, Tua Tagovailoa.
Ryan Tannehill, ladies and gentlemen. Went from throwing interceptions to throwing touchdowns late in the game.
Ryan, that actually may have helped me a lot in my prize picks too. Let me get a little update action on this. Where are we sitting on this card? The interception.
Baby, I love the way.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance. T. Higgins is the only one who's cashed in for me so far. Only one. I might pour myself. I think I'm feeling good enough to pour myself a drink for the late night game.
Tune in later. Tune into that game because Tony Tucker's going to be there.
Going to be drinking. Join me. Let's have a drink. Let's watch Jimmy G play his last game as a San Francisco 49er. If they don't start Trey Lance next year, that'll be like one of the worst picks ever.
So if I was the coach of the Bengals, if I was Dak Taylor right now, I'd be talking to Joe Burrow, and this is what I would give him. This is the advice I would give him before he goes out there.
Come on, twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
I bet that is the kind of conversations they have.
You know what I mean? Go out there and twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
He doesn't even say anything about football. He's just like, come on, twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
It's like, all right. Coach said a twinkle. That's what
Come
I'm doing.
on. We need defense. We need Bud Dupree. What did the Titans do differently? I don't remember their defense being any good last year.
No, they drafted a guy in the first round, and they brought in Bud Dupree. That's about it.
The D-line developed. Guy Simmons was good last year. He just was like a lone wolf out there. Everyone else got better.
Well, Simmons has to get better over time. Remember, didn't he tear his ACL?
Yeah.
Had to sit out his whole rookie year.
Yeah. Landry has come out and been a revelation this year too.
Oh,
and they brought in Janoris.
Jamar Chase is the luckiest wide receiver in the history of the NFL.
Amani
You
Hooker.
can be the luckiest wide receiver in the history.
You can't be lucky when you have skill, Tony.
Yes, you can.
No.
For whatever reason, people they don't come near him or like.
Tony, Jamar Chase wants you to do one thing, Tony.
Google me, bitch! What?
He's not that slippery. It's just like whenever people get next to him, they don't tackle him. They just don't like to hit him. Is he just like the nicest guy ever?
Jamar Chase, what'd you say?
Google me, bitch!
What?
He's faster than them.
It just
Why
drives
don't you
me
guys have the super chat feature?
drives me insane.
We do have the super chat feature, don't we? Or no?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I don't keep
I
track.
thought we have it on.
I'm not paid. That's not what I get paid for.
I don't know. I don't know, Oscar. I thought we have it on. I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe we did something wrong and turned it off. I don't know.
Bayard had an amazing year this year too.
Yeah, he really did. At one point, I remember at our midseason awards, I was talking about how we should give this guy some MVP votes.
Oh,
Don't go breaking my heart. Or super chat different. I don't know. Whatever. Don't get me talking about that right now. Because I'm all over here like, yeah, Jamar Chase, do your thing.
Jamar Chase. How many times has like the ball bounced off a defender's hand, landed in Jamar Chase's lap, and he's gone for like 80-yard touchdowns? And everybody's like, look how incredible he is. At some point, the luck has to stop.
He did it against the Chiefs, remember? Where it's just like, oh, shit. There he goes.
He's
But
done it a
also-
couple times.
in the same breath, how many times are they throwing balls up to him that are just prayer shots that he just goes up and grabs?
Yeah, I don't like your attitude, Mike. I'm gonna need you to take it down a notch.
I'm getting this coming across. Hold on.
He's so good.
Jamar Chase is a bad mo.
He's good.
Breaking news, Tony. I don't know.
See, the offense has been struggling. They don't go to Joe Mixon. They don't go to T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, the veteran. No, in the playoffs in the second round, they're feeding Jamar Chase.
Well, teams with bad offensive lines like the Bengals, who don't have a great offensive line, you pass to set up the run.
Watch this missed assignment. Oh,
I'm talking about offensive line, yeah.
you, me, and Bud Dupree just said we needed a big play from Bud Dupree. And he goes in there. There it is. Roll it up, smoking Bud
Hey, did you see
Dupree.
it earlier when they were coming back from a commercial a couple breaks ago? Did you see the Bengals fan that was dressed up like Prince?
No, I didn't, but that's amazing.
This is what I'm talking about. Herbert would have recognized what's going on, and that doesn't happen.
I don't know why you keep
Hey,
doing Is Herbert in the playoffs? Is Herbert in the playoffs?
I don't think I've seen Herbert. Maybe he has, and someone could probably find a highlight and make me look dumb. But I've seen Burrow do this like multiple times per game that I've watched him play. I haven't seen Herbert do this that I remember, where we're on the 30 and he runs backwards for 15 yards trying to avoid a sack and gets out of field goal range.
Go Chargers, go!
I don't think so.
There was the only play that I can think of, Mike, was the play where Tony Correnti screwed us and called him in the grass on the Micah Parsons play against the Cowboys.
Yeah, but he did what he was trying to do. He was just trying to get out of the pocket so he can throw it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he actually completed the pass.
Yeah,
But Correnti's a giant dildo.
it was one of his best throws of his career. Got taken away by Correnti.
So the Titans are getting the ball back. You think Mike Vrabel's sitting there telling Ryan Tannehill something?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I know what he's telling him, and this is probably what he's telling him, Tony.
You better lock it up. No, you lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up.
Lock it up. Let's get that victory. Let's have a home playoff game to go to the Super Bowl against the Bills or the Chiefs.
You better lock it up. You better lock it up, Tony. That's
You
what
know,
Bud
all
Dupree
the
said,
advertisers do not want Tennessee in that game. But I don't even think it really matters. Like, especially the advertisers don't want it to be Tennessee-Buffalo. That is not their dream scenario. To not get Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game, they do not want electric guitars and, chicken wings to be the main event for the AFC.
You get Bills Mafia.
They want curly mullet wigs and cigars. That's what they want. They want State Farm commercials. Who do you think is going to land Joe Burrow this offseason? He's going to get a big deal. Like, do you think, would it be funny if he just took over progressive ads for Baker Mayfield? They're like, move over, Baker. We got another guy in the state of Ohio who's actually going to be around for a while.
It depends on how far he goes in the playoffs. If he goes further, then State Farm's going to get him.
I think one of these big ones, Progressive,
No,
somebody's
he
going to reach out.
ain't taking Flo's job.
Flo retired.
Did he win the Heisman?
Who?
Burrow?
Burrow. So then he could do the Dr. Pepper Heisman House commercials.
True.
Oh, my goodness. They need to stay at this construction site and keep giving it to Foreman. Here we go. Come on. Let's give it to the Foreman. And then we get down inside the 20, and then we give it to the King.
Hey, if anybody knows any companies that want to give Mike tickets to the Super Bowl, Mike's looking for Super Bowl tickets. Or if you're at home and you just have extra thousands of dollars lying around and you want to buy Mike a ticket to the Super Bowl, Mike will make you a personal video too.
Yeah, he'll shout you out in his TikTok.
How come we never update the bottom scoreboard?
I don't know. That's not my job either.
Do you even have a job, Tony?
I don't. I really don't, Joe. My coffee's almost empty, though. Somebody's going to need to give me some coffee.
Oh, Ryan Tannehill!
No, don't do anything besides hand the ball off, Tannehill. That's all you need to do.
I want to see a 10-minute, 20-carry drive for a game-winning field goal, 19-16 final. This is the last drive of the game. Oh, look at Foreman go.
You twinkle, Tannehill. Twinkle.
The Titans are about to do this. It's over now, Joe. How you feel?
Well, it's the Bengals' fault. They let them stick around. You let teams stick around, and then you get screwed over by the refs somehow, you know?
Screwed over by the refs?
That wasn't an That was no way that was an interception.
Everyone agrees it's an interception but you, okay?
Yeah. Also, too, he got credit for a touchdown pass when they blew the whistle dead against some shit football team from the fucking Booby Tassel State. So
And that delay game in the first quarter.
he can get screwed on this interception, and we'll be fine.
All this is setting up is a Joe Burrow comeback. You know that, right?
Does Julio even have 22 catches this year? Has he even made $1 million a catch?
I have no idea.
It's got to be close. How many catches does Julio Jones have this year? 19?
Yeah, he has 31. He had 31 this year.
All right.
Put in the king. Put in the king.
They just did.
What's his first name?
Not for me.
Quintorius?
For you, they put him in.
Quintorius?
I can't pronounce his name, so that's why I'm thankful that he goes with Julio.
He's the second highest paid wide receiver in football right now.
He saved everybody a lot of trouble, huh? With just going with Julio Jones.
Not for long, though.
Derrick
Devontae
King
Adams
Henry
is breaking every record for contracts. Both of the Raiders signed just Devontae Adams, and they don't fix any of the other problems, and that's it. That's the off.
Hey, did you see the Titans TikTok today, Mike?
I did not. What did they say?
Oh my gosh, Ryan Tannehill is the worst.
Tony, you don't get to do that. You don't get to talk about Ryan Tannehill after you just
The worst.
You just
I've been
brought
saying it
Tannehill
all
up.
game. He's the worst quarterback in the playoffs.
You don't get to do that.
Whoever wins this game is just setting up their funeral from a week from now.
Oh my gosh.
What's up,
Let
Joe?
me know
What
when
they
you
put on
guys.
there?
Let me know when you guys see this right here, because
No, he's good. That's a good run.
that's not Joe. It's
That's
Derrick
a great-
Henry.
That's a great Tannehill run. That's an RPO.
You never keep the ball when the option is Ryan Tannehill or
run.
Derrick Henry.
It's a run pass option run. Hey, you know what my favorite part of that run is? Is he went like this.
Oh,
And he, like he was gonna had an option to juke it or throw it outside, and there was nobody there. It's like, oh, I faked you.
You know what favorite part of that run was? Derrick Henry was one-on-one with somebody. He's getting a yard.
Hey, when you have two great running backs like Derrick Henry and Foreman, and then you only need a yard, you give it to the
Tannehill.
quarterback. How Derrick Henry? How you like that 4th and 1 and you go absolutely nowhere? But so the Bengals get the ball back.
So far in this game, they run all the way down the field and they could give it. They keep running and they don't, and then they call an option run, an option play, and he calls the quarterback keeper. This isn't a high school game in Modesto. All right, this is a shot to go to the AFC Championship game with home field advantage on the line. Give the ball to Derrick Henry. You don't keep it, Tannehill.
I want to make fun of the Titans if they lose, and because especially with the video that they have, they put a video on their TikTok earlier, and it's I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't download it, or else I'll show you. It's like The Rock talking, and then like, look who's coming, it's Derrick Henry, right? And they're all pumping it up, but then you're not using Derrick Henry correctly.
Oh, I know.
You should copy that video and make it, or they're not even scared of it.
Yeah, Titans fans, how does this game make you feel?
It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
That's right. We got our own rock videos too.
If you smell.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, fucking rock. How can you? Oh, Ryan Tannehill is the worst.
And let's see. What's up, JT? You're back. So yeah, you better be sorry you left. We were here waiting, wondering where you went, JT.
JT, why is this game going to be close? Because Ryan Tannehill's terrible?
No, because Joe Burrow and the Bengals haven't put it away.
Oh, you know what's just going to just crush my soul? If he hits Jamar Chase on like a deep home run ball for a touchdown. This is the last thing I want to see. My prize picks like it, Tony. But
I'm just kidding. Because look at it. Look at the stats. Look at the stats. The Bengals have dominated this game stat-wise.
I disagree with that because the Titans are going to end up with like a dozen sacks in this game. They're going to end up with 12 sacks, and they're not going to win the football game? That's crazy talk.
Well,
like Joe Burrow I don't think he has a touchdown pass in this game.
Yeah, they have 8 sacks right now. 8 sacks.
They got a rookie kicker making 54-yard field goals.
And see, remember the game earlier with the Bengals and the Packers? That was an early game in the season where McPherson, the kicker, missed 2 easy field goals that would have beat the Packers. And since that game, he's been on one.
It's another sack.
Chase has got so much attention this year, and rightfully so. Higgins had a fantastic season, nearly 1,100 yards.
Landry busts through a double team.
Over the last 7 games of the season.
Come on, Bengals, you got to do something. You got to kick a field goal.
This is what I was talking about, and that the Bengals offense shut down in the second half last week, and again this week.
Yeah, but last week they were shut down by the mighty, mighty Raiders.
That's why I thought it was going to be ugly here against the mighty, mighty Titans.
So do you think the bye week hurts the number 1 seed?
Not supposed to. If you're a weak number 1 seed, it could, I guess.
I think the bye week helps you when you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or something like that. When your quarterback is Ryan Tannehill, I think a week off hurts you. Because Tannehill was playing pretty nice football coming into the playoffs. And then he gets a week off, and it's like he doesn't remember how to play football.
This is funny. I like how Tony's bashing Tannehill now. And then when Tannehill throws a touchdown in a few minutes, of Tannehill is the greatest.
I will never say anything nice about Ryan Tannehill as long as
coverage. They're coming.
Ever.
Wow, you're in man coverage and you don't put a freaking little linebacker on Uzumwa?
5 minutes. I didn't
Mike,
even. I forgot to look at the
that's
time.
That's the thing about this offense is that was the great thing about taking Jamar Chase in the aftermath is they have 3 good wide receivers, and then you just leave the tight end
Wide open, yeah.
wide open. Look at that. He has
JT, what's
11
your
targets this
prediction?
game. 11
JT,
targets
if
for
you're
the
still
tight end.
watching, how do you think this game ends? I think it ends on a bullet field goal.
I'm gonna tell you how it ends. It ends on a pick six.
Mixon.
Eli Apple takes it to the house.
Oh my goodness. Thanks for clearing that up for us, dipshit. Get out of the way.
Now, if they get sack number 13, it's going to be second or third in forever. And the Bengals are going to convert it.
What's up, Simply? That's what we're here for. Yeah, watch us. Watch us while you work. You want us to whistle while you work too? Go ahead, Tony. Hit it. JT says Tennessee's going to win by a game-winning field goal.
I like it. That's what I got too. I got a bullet game-winning field goal.
Night shifts are boring.
The worst. Overnights is one of the worst jobs I ever had. All of my friends and family would be leaving, and I'd be coming home.
I'm coming home. Coming home. I don't know.
I do remember that song. I do remember that. I don't know the words, but I remember that song you were singing.
I would tell you the words of the song, Tony, so it feels like a My Generation kind of thing, but I don't listen to music.
I know. You don't watch movies, you don't listen to music. You have zero pop culture references to
Yeah, Mike.
I'm
To add.
uncultured.
Wait, let's go unsportsmanlike on that. What is that bullshit? Yeah, you got tackled, bro. It's part of the NFL. Watch Joe Mixon throw a hissy fit in a second. Come on. He needs to be flagged 15 yards for that kind of pouting behavior.
Hey, after what they called on Darren Waller in Week 4 on Monday night, everything is should be a taunting or a personal foul.
If they call it on Waller, then he deserves it. Oh, yeah, he is freaking out.
I don't know when Jeffrey Simmons is due to get paid, but they need to just get every wheelbarrow inside of Home Depot, fill it with cash, and take it to his house.
So that
If
you tell me the wide receiver pick isn't working out like we saw it in the regular season? Maybe.
Yes, they need to ask for a refund from Julio Jones. Is that what you're getting at?
Maybe an interior D lineman instead of Julio.
Yeah. Okay.
So Simmons will be a free agent after the 2022 season.
Oh, come to the Chargers, Simmons. Got great real estate.
He will not.
Why
They're
not?
going to give him the money.
Oh man, could you imagine him in the middle of our defense? Ooh, shit.
Yeah, and he's only got he probably wants some more money because he's only making $4 million next year.
What was that old lineman thinking? He was like, all right, yeah, I pushed him. Now I can go block a different guy. He's still standing there right in front of me, but I pushed him.
What's crazy is the amount of single coverages that I'm seeing him get. Like, this is Aaron Donald's dream game. Like, Aaron Donald is like, oh, man, I wish they'd give me all these, like, single-man assignments.
Oh, Rodgers called a fair catch, bro. It's twice in the same game. Scaring me.
He should have been in the Pro Bowl.
He should have been. I think he's an alternate, though. So if I guess only if the Bengals or the Titans make it, then he can get in.
Henry's off a little bit. He needed this game to get warmed up for the AFC Championship game.
Or someone decides not to. Well, if they go to Buffalo's going to be having nightmares after that one game where he just absolutely one man showed them.
Well, Buffalo has to come to Tennessee, and I bet you for whatever reason, if it's Buffalo and Tennessee, like the snow gods would come in and bring like a snowstorm for that game. Just make it super ugly.
I hope it's Buffalo and Tennessee. I do not want to see KC.
So I don't know if you guys just saw this, but yesterday the Ravens defensive coordinator and the Ravens mutually parted ways, right? So Winkendell, whatever his name is, him and the Ravens are looking for a new one. Well, right now, Steelers defensive coordinator Keith Butler has informed the Steelers that he's going to retire. So the Steelers need a defensive coordinator.
Huh. The Bengals still aren't making the playoffs next year, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh my goodness.
The Steelers had back-to-back great defensive coordinators. Like when I was growing up, Dick LeBeau was the first coordinator's name I ever learned because they showed him more than they showed Bill Cowher. And then Keith Butler came and filled in that spot, and he was there forever. I think Keith Butler was like a kicker.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Promise,
2
even with 2
minutes.
minutes left, if they just keep running this thing, they're going to get the field goal.
Is the same offensive coordinator still in Baltimore, Greg Roman or whatever? Is he still the one that's the only reason that guy can't get a job is because the system that he implemented that he's had success with, nobody else really can run that same system because it doesn't come with Lamar Jackson.
Well, Roman is the one that had a great year with Tyrod Taylor, right?
Yeah.
In Buffalo. 2 minutes left.
They should do like an Any Given Sunday type deal where at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, Al Pacino leaves with Steam and Willie Beeman, and he takes the quarterback with him, and him and Huntley should go to the Dolphins.
There you go.
Ooh. But Tua's there, and
Al Pacino. Al Pacino.
is great.
You know what movie that's from, Tony?
What is it?
The Al Pacino. Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. No, I don't know.
It's from Jack and Jill.
I figured it had to be something like that, but I can't remember what part. I only saw Jack and Jill once. That's one of my least favorite Adam Sandler movies.
Mike, throw me the ball.
Who do you think the Steelers quarterback is going to be next year?
Oh, the great Mason Rudolph?
No chance in hell. But
No. You can't say Mason Rudolph. That's the one name you can't say. If you're gonna say a shitty quarterback, it has to be Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, you have to back your boy.
That's who will be the quarterback. That's who should be the quarterback because Dwayne Haskins is gonna put it down.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
I saw somebody say Jimmy G.
It could be one.
I like Jimmy G to go to one of those teams.
They're just kind of transitioning, not quite a full rebuild yet.
Yeah. Washington. As much as I love Heineke, I think Ron Rivera deserves better than that.
Taco Bell. Mike wants to go to the Super Bowl. Hit him up.
Starbucks?
What about Hims? What about Hims? That's for young people. Hair loss and boners and all that fun stuff.
Tannehill, you're supposed to throw a pick six right now. You're supposed to throw a pick six so I look good.
Nope. He's supposed to keep throwing balls to Quintavious, Humberto, Julio, Jones.
63 emails.
Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett does feel like he's the kid from Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
It seems like a natural transition to draft him, somewhere later in the first round and let him be the future.
JT said they're getting set up for the game-winning field goal.
Bring in a veteran that you can get 2 years out of. Come on.
Ryan Bullock this year is 26 of 31 for field goals. Has he ever kicked in the post? But he's a career 83% kicker.
Reggie Bullock looks like he's wearing a fat suit.
Yeah,
it doesn't look natural.
That's the one thing that's been missing in this game from Derrick
Do you think the Chargers are going to lose any coaches this year?
I hope Brandon Staley. I don't know. Maybe Lombardi, but he can go too. I don't like him either. I hope that they get rid of they get a defensive coordinator in there too, so that Staley can just be a cheerleader.
I got a feeling that Frank Smith is off, is what Simply said.
Frank Smith, I don't even know what Frank Smith does.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's weird to see number 55 on the Bengals and not think
Worst quarterback ever.
No, best quarterback ever. If they don't re-sign the top 5 wide receiver free agents are Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Allen Robinson, Michael Gallup, and I forgot the other person.
I saw some kitty cats in the field.
They gave $22 million to Julio Jones, and they're throwing it to Ekeen Westbrook with 25 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Julio's not even on the field.
Oh, my goodness gracious. This linebacker leads the Bengals, they were saying earlier in the first half.
Intercepted?
In interceptions this year.
That's what I told you. Number 55, when you see number 55 on the Bengals, who do you think of?
Ryan Tannehill, and what an idiot he is.
You're fucking kidding me, Tannehill.
Hey, JT, if you want to see a great free agent class, check out the tight ends. Check out the tight ends of the free agent market this year.
Oh, my gosh.
Why is Tannehill throwing that?
So I predicted a pick 6, but I'll just take an interception.
He's so terrible. Oh my gosh, Ryan Tannehill sucks so
I'd rather
hard.
take the sack and punt than that shit, Ryan.
Hey, so these Titan fans are going to become the new memes, right? Of the Dallas fans last week.
Oh my gosh, 20 seconds and Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty,
Joseph Burrow,
and Jamar Chase away.
Tony, what did I say about Jamar Chase? Huh? What did he tell you, Tony? Can't even find it.
You want me, bitch?
What?
I fucking hate it. I hate it so much.
Evan McPherson, a rookie kicker, can come out here and send the Bengals to the championship game.
I don't think Vrabel necessarily his job is on the line, but I think that Tannehill played bad enough to where you can question that a little bit.
If you're the Titans and you're not looking for a quarterback this offseason, you're messing up.
Is he ever gonna get over this hump, or is this gonna be a forever thing? Are you just gonna keep doing this? The defense played phenomenal. They made plays on offense multiple times.
He looks like he has jaundice.
They had multiple chances to win the game, and they all were blown by number 17. They were all blown by him. That 3rd and 1 option, they called an option, Ryan, but that wasn't what they called. It was if you have the wide open and all 11 guys go for Derrick Henry, then you keep it. You do not keep it in any other circumstance, Mr. Ryan.
I love it. So Evan McPherson,
he hit it.
Last time he missed a field goal was week 16.
Their first playoff win in 31 years last week against the Las
So he missed a field goal in week 16. That was the last one he missed.
First road win in franchise history in the postseason. Tennessee trying to host the AFC Championship.
Woo!
In its team's history. Well, it's important to note.
And they were playing super soft covers in the outside receiver. I think it was A.J. Brown. All you got to do is run like a 4-yard hitch, and he gets the first down, and they keep moving. Like, why?
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Had that one. That should have happened. They should have had that.
It's actually going to go down as a loss on the play.
The pressure that you must feel in this situation.
Are Are you guys
a
doing the
kicker?
Niner game? I'll be watching the UFC fights. I'll tune into Warzone for the game. Of course, we're going to do the Niner game. I wouldn't miss it. Right, Tony?
Yeah, I'm not doing. I don't want to do the whole game.
We won't do the whole game. We'll do like the second half, like we did again.
I need some overtime. I'm not satisfied with this game. The world needs overtime in this game. Mike, your camera's about to. Your camera. Click that button.
Mike!
That's the
Mike.
countdown to it turning off when he hits the field goal.
Oh, I was waiting for your camera to do that. Here it goes, folks. Here it goes. I know Tony's way ahead of us, so he's probably already seen it, but there it goes. Evan McPherson, the man, the myth, the legend, to send Joseph Burrow to the AFC Championship game and the Tennessee Titans home as the number 1 seed. Can he make this? A 47-yard field goal, a rookie kicker.
What a clutch kick.
What a badass.
Oh my gosh. Well, we've all watched it, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Burrow, clutch again with 0 touchdown passes and an interception. Probably had 300 and some yards. Who knows? Who cares?
The jinx is back.
It's good. It's good. Sounds good. It's good. I called it. It was you called it for the other team. I called the pick 6. I'll take the interception and then the field goal. I'll take it. I'm the only one here to take the Bengals to win. I want to know this weekend. Tony Tucker went undefeated last weekend. It's 0-1. So Tony, please tell me you're taking the Niners tonight.
No, got the Packers, but I'm rooting for. I don't know. Depends on if Mike pisses me off or not.
The Bengals advance. The Bengals, ladies and gentlemen, are going to the AFC Conference Championship.
Fucking they suck.
They're going to get worked by whoever they play.
Joe
What are
Burrow.
What are the options for Tennessee at quarterback? Like, do you make an aggressive play for Russell Wilson? Like, do you jump into that? Like, do you follow Deshaun Watson's? Like, you just have too good of a team for this to be the case.
JT,
Like, they've been to the playoffs every year with Ryan Tannehill, and every year it ends in devastation. Didn't they have a 24-0 lead on the Chiefs in that one playoff game too?
Yep.
Like, I think they had like a 10-point lead the next year against the Chiefs. This year, you get the Bengals at home. Your defense gets double-digit sacks, and you throw 3 interceptions.
The Bengals are so ahead of schedule. This isn't good.
Well,
you know what's great about Joe Burrow as I sit here and watch this? He's perfect for the interview. He says nothing, but he's just so confident about saying nothing that everybody loves it.
you know who's not saying anything? Ryan Tannehill as he runs to the locker room, sad as hell.
Joe?
Oh my goodness, I can't. Fucking this guy gets to play in an AFC Championship game already.
He only got sacked 9 times, Tony. He only got sacked 9 times. I got sacked 9 times. I expected to win this game, though. That's how we do it.
Goodness! I can't wait to get a sponsorship from Invisalign. This offseason's going to be tremendous.
This is the new Bengal way. This is the way of the new franchise. This is how we're going to go. We are the Cincinnati Bengals. Who dey?
The Bengals are fixed. It's official.
Yeah. You're looking at the next Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, Joseph Burrow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mike,
I can't.
Mike, who did I pick to go to the Super Bowl out of the AFC?
I don't remember.
And now
Your team made the playoffs, and you picked the Bengals. They played your team, and you picked the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl.
Hey, when the Bengals have it, they have it.
Loser. You're a loser. Oh, this just put my weekend off to just a salty start.
So the Bengals have to go to either Kansas City or Buffalo next week and try to pull off another victory just like this.
You find out tomorrow.
But the thing is like it ruins sports talk for me because all they're going to do is talk about how amazing Joe Burrow is. And to me, this was not amazing. I'm not amazed by anything I saw today.
I mean, he got sacked 9 times and still put up 350 yards. That's pretty impressive.
Okay. Mike, you help no arguments.
I like Burrow. He's good. He's really good.
You like Dak Prescott and the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Brian Bolster when we need him.
All the top 10 quarterbacks.
Oh my
I want to see Brian Bolster in tears right now because he posted something earlier about how Titans were going to come out and show why they're the number 1 seed. Derrick Henry wasn't bad, Felke. He was rusty. He wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, he was definitely rusty. That last play, I don't know if you guys remember that on that drive. He turned the corner, and if that would have been week 8, that guy would have got a stiff arm, and Henry would have got 30 yards down the sideline, and his feet just went out from underneath him, and he fell down. Like, did we ever see Derrick Henry tackled himself on a play, and he gets 4 yards, and he could have had 30.
And my money, it's Joe Burrow.
You know what's even worse is the Bengals won, and Joe Burrow didn't do shit for my prize picks. Like, it's like a double slap in the face.
Who, this guy right here, Tony?
So that's what I hate. I just fucking hate how everybody's obsessed with this kid right now. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'll see you guys for the late game. I'm going to go cry, watch something non-sports related.
All right, see you at halftime.
See ya.
Well, Tony Tucker is upset because he picked the Titans to win, and he thought Ryan Tannehill was the man, the myth, and the legend, and Ryan Tannehill let the Titans down as he threw a pick late in the game to lose it. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals are 1 win away from going to the Super Bowl, Mike. 1 win away. We'll be back. We appreciate everybody that joined in today, the Bengals, to watch us with the second half of the Bengals advancing with a 19-6 win over the Tennessee Titans. We'll be back with the San Francisco Green Bay second half.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Mike?
I don't know if I'm going to come back, but I'll set up the stream so we can still have one up.
Well, guys, hopefully we'll see you guys there. Other than that, appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a great night. What?
Wow. You ended it so fast.
Oh, go ahead. Say something.
Oh, I was going for the heart.
Oh, all right. Mike, put the heart. There you guys go. See you guys later. Oh, yeah, and Niners suck.